President Biden is hoping to make electric vehicles more affordable to turn a niche product into one with mass appeal. The $2 trillion infrastructure plan that he unveiled this month is aimed at tackling climate change in part by spending up to $174 billion to encourage Americans to switch to cars and trucks that run on electricity, not gasoline or diesel. In September 2020, the European Union declared a need for 18 times more lithium to be produced by 2030, and Tesla stated a need for 9 times more lithium than the entire world's 2019 output of lithium just to meet its own 2030 company production targets. Benchmark Minerals forecast lithium demand to reach 2.2 million tons by 2030, but with lithium supply only set to reach 1.67 million, leaving a huge structural deficit. So, as we undergo a transition from the internal combustion engine powered vehicles to EVs, lithium becomes more and more important for battery technologies. Lithium is generally commercially provided for battery production as either lithium hydroxide or lithium carbonate. The global demand in 2018 was 270,000 megatons and is expected to triple to 800,000 megatons by 2025. Currently, China controls 51% of the global total of chemical lithium, 62% of chemical cobalt, and 100% of spherical graphite, some of the major components of lithium ion batteries. Now, coming to American Battery Technology Company, they are mainly focused on lithium ion battery recycling and resource production projects in the state, with the goal of becoming a substantial domestic supplier of battery metals to the rapidly growing EV and battery storage markets. The company is pairing battery recycling with extraction and resource production in an ambitious bid to create a closed loop set of solutions for the entire battery metal supply chain. So, how do they do this? The first step in the process is battery disassembly. Contents removed using automated 3-hour process of ingesting materials and removing contents as quickly as possible to minimize chances of pollution. Then they move on to the second step, extraction of materials. Using a process backed by trade secrets, chemicals used are kept in a closed system, cleaned, filtered, and reused. Any water discharge is treated to a cleaner than potable standard. Then comes purification. Individual metals are separated and purified into battery grade components. Then, battery grade materials provided manufacturers. That is, high grade metals including lithium, cobalt, nickel, aluminum, copper, and graphite are provided to original equipment manufacturers. Kohl has led American Battery since 2017. He is a partner with Objective Equity LLC, a boutique investment bank focused on technology, data, and mining. And in 2019, he was awarded the Patriot Award from the Nevada Committee of the Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve and Secretary of Defense. American Battery says that the recycling process they use is a regenerative 100% green process. The waste materials are chemically pure water and over 12 battery grade materials that can be sold directly back to the battery suppliers. And because it is regenerative in nature, they are not dumping waste materials into the environment. In a release on March 24th, American Battery highlighted the progress made on the development of its lithium ion battery recycling pilot plant facility in Fernley, Nevada. The company said it continues to advance the scaling and commercializing of its recycling process after finishing the detailed design of its integrated lithium ion battery recycling processing train over a year ago. It noted the closing of the acquisition of 55 acre feet per year of water purchased from three separate sellers, along with their anticipated closings. So, they believe this will ensure the pilot plant has adequate water to operate at full capacity. Menka Sethi, ex Facebook and currently the Chief Operating Officer at American Battery, will be speaking at the US Energy Storage Association's upcoming Virtual Energy Storage Conference and Expo. The 2-day conference taking place April 21st and 22nd will focus on the storage decade and will include sessions and discussions around the growing need to decarbonize the economy. American Battery had been selected for a 4.5 million US dollar grant by the US Department of Energy's Advanced Manufacturing Office, which they said would be used towards accelerating the company's primary lithium extraction development efforts. Recently, the company hired the Ashcroft firm in response to false and defamatory reports posted on March 9th and March 10th, 2021, which they believe were intended to manipulate their stock price downward in support of short sellers. On the financing front, on April 12th, American Battery, which is currently debt free, announced that it has entered into a common stock purchase agreement with an institutional investor for up to $75 million worth of shares issuable over the next 24 months. The company noted that the institutional investor is an existing shareholder who has invested in fixed price equity over the past year. Their biggest asset, though, is Ryan Meltzer. He is well respected in the battery community. Let's go through some of his patents: thermoelectric power generation and mineral extraction from brines, closed loop thermal servicing of solvent refining columns, drying procedure in manufacturing process for cathode material, high temperature thermochemical energy storage system, closed loop thermal servicing of solvent refining columns. Not to mention that Ryan is ex Tesla. All this, plus Elon Musk's announcement that Tesla is getting into the lithium mining business, is something to look forward to. We don't know if they are going to start their own company or they could just buy a company that is into this business. Let's go through the insider activity for ABML. In the last 3 months, none of the shares have been sold, and in the last 12 months, very minimum shares have been sold. And all the shares, if you see here, were automatic sell. So the insider activity looks really impressive. They seem to have strong conviction in this company. They are currently sitting at $1.38 with a market cap of around $728 million. This was my DD on EBML. Please do your own research before investing.